Welcome back. We are talking with Matt Bell, and he's telling us his escapades during this ice storm. Actually, it wasn't a storm. It was just everything just glazed over with ice.
Yes,
And
2 weeks ago.
It's funny to see you on Facebook, and you just, the tires are spinning, and you're just like,
Yeah. You know, that's kind of like me. Sometimes the wheels are spinning, but there's not
Yep,
much going on.
Not much going on at all, right? Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
it's fun.
what's going on in your world?
We're busy.
Good.
You know, our 2020 plans were to be busy with events, and of course, we had to postpone one event. We didn't cancel a single event in 2020, and
That's nice.
I'm very proud of our team at the office, our volunteers, everybody that helped make that possible. This year, we're not only having all of our events, but we're taking care of that postponed balloon festival, and we're adding a junk fest in June. Which has been a very popular demand. People have wanted something like that for a long time, and we're finally going to go ahead and give it a shot. You know, the biggest part of that is our comfort level now with utilizing the district fairgrounds and the facilities up there. Allison Black's done a great job up there with updating the facility, and it's really nice to have events up there. So, but first and foremost, the 25th annual Hot Air Balloon Championship races that were supposed to be in September of 2020.
Right,
We postponed them to April, so it's April.
So it's going on.
It's happening.
It's happening, okay.
Dude, we've already been approved by the health department.
Okay.
Nice.
Now they can, you know, with all their plan approvals, they say they can pull the plug at any moment. You know, obviously.
So when
if
the
there was a big
pilots get up like
outbreak or
100
something.
feet off, can they take their mask off?
You know, so they're going to be in a restricted zone, so they will be
is that
spaced
right?
out. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So
Okay.
it's April 16 through 18. Friday night we'll still do the balloon glow. We'll have live entertainment out there. We won't have the bounce houses. You know, every year we've had that kids zone bounce houses.
Yeah.
So in lieu of that, we're working with the Boy Scouts to do a paper plane zone. So kids can build paper planes and throw them and compete and that kind of stuff. So that'll be where the bounce house location was. That's now going to be the paper plane zone. But how cool is that? And really, paper planes tie better to the airport and balloon festival better than bounce houses. So we're going with that. Like I said, live music, Rob McBee, SRM, they're working on our entertainment options for that Friday night. Now then Saturday, the big change, and this is the unfortunate side of the whole situation, no tethered rides this year. We just cannot maintain 6-foot distancing while they get in and out of a balloon. A lot of our balloonists are older, more senior, I should say, and so their health is our priority. I'm sure most of them have gotten vaccinated, but not all of them.
Right.
And so anyway, instead of that, throughout the day on Saturday, you know, usually we don't see any balloon activity at the airport on Saturday during the day. It's always in the morning and then in the evening. Well, we're going to try to stage balloons periodically in the morning hours and then in the evening hours. During the heat of the day, balloons can't fly. It's unsafe for them to fly. So, you know, during those cooler hours, like I said, before noon and then maybe after 3 p.m., we'll have balloons out there inflating for people to see them. And then Judy Mack at the airport, she's already worked on getting her fly in. So airplanes of all kinds. If you've not been out for the fly, they come up with some cool planes that land. And these boys and their toys it's just awesome. But so it's like an airplane show, but it's not. It's a fly-in. They fly in, park their plane. You get to walk around and check them out.
Sure.
So we'll have those going on. Of course, food vendors, you know, general merchandise vendors. So we'll do that on Saturday all day from 10 until about 9 p.m. And then Sunday is the wrap-up day, and all we have is the balloon flights scheduled for that morning. So which typically occur downtown, depending on the wind direction.
Right.
So sometimes they'll launch on the north side of town and come this way. Usually they come from down there and go this way with the wind.
You know, in years past, they've had the key grab and all that. Are you still doing that?
Still doing that.
Oh, okay.
And something
Now,
really...
can you tell what the key grab is?
Yes, so there is a giant pole sticking up from the ground.
Yeah.
We planted
It's
over...
so interesting to watch.
Yeah, and we almost had we had somebody within feet last year.
Wow.
It was incredible. It's a $10,000 grand prize. So what the balloons have to do, they're coming up over a hillside, and then they have to drop back down and then try to position themselves to come with the wind. And there's a pole, like I said, with a ring sticking out, and they got to grab it.
Wow.
They grab that thing, they got 10 grand in their pocket.
Yeah, yeah.
But cool this year, because it was the 25th annual, as I mentioned before, we added an additional $2,500 per day, guaranteed cash prize. Somebody's going to win it per day for the closest beanbag to that target next to the key grab.
Oh, okay.
So that
So they throw out a little
they have
beanbag.
targets. Yeah, there's 3 targets placed around. We map it out the day or the morning of the flight, depending on wind direction. And so we'll tell them where target A is, target B is, and target C is. Of course, target B is typically where your key grab is, or at least one of the targets is where your key grab is. But whoever gets their beanbag closest to the target, you know, we've always done a prize. You know, we count the distance in feet. Whoever's the shortest, you know, is first place. Well, you know, and we add up the scores, the footage for both days. But this year, like I said, the difference for this event is whoever is closest on each day to that main target with their beanbag is automatically going to be $2,500 richer.
Nice.
Nice.
Yes.
Cool.
And so with that, we've drummed up a lot of interest. We have 36 balloons contracted to come this year.
Wow.
That's going to
The
be a huge
most we've
event,
ever had
yeah.
was 20, and that was 5 years ago when it was with the Chamber of Commerce and they had the 20th annual, and they were beating the bushes trying to get more balloons. We have 36 signed
Wow,
up,
that's really
and it's
cool.
not until April, so
That's nice.
we might add some more. Our skies will be full of balloons.
How fun.
Yes, we're excited.
Are you
We're
looking for
excited.
sponsors for the balloons?
Yes.
Or, yeah. Okay.
Obviously, with 36 balloons coming, we take care of their hotel rooms. So we're fortunate that we can partner with Wood Properties and the Quality Inn Convention Center, where it's a buy one get one free hotel
Oh,
room
that's
for our
good.
pilots. So it's basically half price.
Yeah.
But we are going to have to book somewhere near 90 hotel rooms for our balloon pilots.
Wow.
So that's a huge expense. Paying for the propane. We take care of all the propane for every pilot during their entire trip. So if they're just out having fun, they can go fill up their tank. Of course, we encourage them. Fly that balloon as
Yeah.
much as you possibly can, because that adds to the
Oh, absolutely.
atmosphere
You
when
bet.
you're, you know, midday on Friday and you see hot air balloons going around your town. It's, you know,
Sure.
it gets you going. So the excitement, but so those expenses, and then just other miscellaneous costs that we'll have, like meals and things for pilots and that
Okay.
stuff. So yes, we need sponsors, and we need volunteers. We need
Okay.
46 volunteers.
Now, what will the volunteers do?
They will help with the balloons,
Okay.
and that's very cool. Have you all?
I've not
either
done
of you
that.
Yeah,
ever
I've done
helped?
it before,
Okay.
yeah.
So you help the balloonist inflate, help them get up in the air, and then you track them. You follow them, and
And
then when they
that's the
come
fun
down,
part.
yes. So it's like you're chasing a hot air balloon.
And you got to know some of these back roads around
Yes,
the area.
yes,
Because you
yeah.
can't just, if he's there and you go, oh, I've got to go down this road and that road, and you're on your Google map. And
Yes,
Yeah.
you
It's
really
fun.
got to be good with the Google Map on your phone for sure, because you've got to be able to zoom in, see which way that balloon's going. Have a, you know, you'll have a co-pilot with you usually.
Yeah,
That's your
yeah.
navigator, and you're the driver. But anyway, you follow the balloon. When they land in some random person's property, you help them bring it down, deflate it, load it up, and
Yeah.
then, you know, they're going on to the, so that if that's on Saturday morning would be the first time for that part of it, for balloon chasing, then you help them get it to the
Yeah,
airport
that's pretty
later.
exciting. And
So
if you go through a gate, make sure you shut the gate when you go through it,
yes,
because there's cows usually in
Yeah.
some of these big fields.
You just
Yeah,
go through
and
everybody's
we-
field, I guess.
Yeah,
I mean, you
you
have
do.
to.
you know what's crazy is how many landowners really love to have them land
Oh,
in their
absolutely,
field.
yeah.
I'm
I mean, it's
sure.
a big deal, you know. So we've even heard stories of landowners coming out with coffee and hot chocolate, you know, for the pilots
Sure,
and the
yeah.
crew, just because they were excited they landed in our field, you know. And
Pick me, pick me.
so yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. But it's a fun event, very family friendly, and a great time. We're excited.
Cool. Cool. And that's coming up April,
16, 17, 18.
okay, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
It'll be at the Boone County Regional Airport.
And we're hoping for great weather.
Yes, cross your fingers.
Yep,
I mean, Mother
yep.
Nature, she heard us in 2019. On Sunday, we weren't able to do any flights.
remember that.
And it seemed calm down here, but when they put their little poof of whatever it is up into the sky, and they, you know, that's how they know, because the air down
That's how they
here
navigate too.
is
It's
yeah.
different than
different,
the air
right.
up there. So
They have a little bottle of helium, and they have little black balloons, and they shoot
yeah,
them
they
off,
just
and
shoot
they say,
them up.
okay,
And, yeah.
by the direction of where that balloon's going, we're going
This
to
is
take
our
off.
flight pattern. Yeah. So, and we'll try to do a better job. You know, we're getting better at it each year. We'll try to do a better job of posting on our Facebook page, starting points, ending points, targets, locations. You know, because we set those all that morning before flight at like 6 a.m. and then they're flying. So.
All right.
Cool. All right. Will you come back?
I will as
Okay.
we get closer for
Let's-
sure.
bet.
Let's
And
get
I'll
you
send
back.
this to you if you want it.
Absolutely.
A
Send
digital
it to. We'll
copy.
put it on our bulletin board in the morning.
Yeah.
It shows, and we'll be
and-
glad to do that for you.
Call our office if you want to sponsor or volunteer, 741-1789.
Do you have different levels of sponsorship?
Yeah, it ranges. Our premium sponsor this year is Remax. Ryan and his crew have stepped up huge
Do
for
they
us.
have their
so-
own? Do they have a balloon or?
Yeah, they do,
Yeah,
and it's even on the flyer. See,
Okay.
that's what happens
All right.
when you step up big. You get your own balloon on the flyer.
There you
but yeah, they fly in it every year. Great team to work with. So they wanted to be a big part of it in 2020, and they are.
Cool.
So
All right.
Good
I'm
deal.
excited.
Well, if you want to sponsor, give them a call, and they'll let you know what category you fall in.
Yep, really easy.
Matt, thanks so much.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
it.
Always a pleasure.
All right. How was that goo? Was it pretty good?
It was interesting.
Yeah.
It's almost like it
You
gets
won't have-
harder when the oxygen isn't in contact.
You won't
with
have
it.
to
Is
eat
that the
lunch
science
Or-
behind it,
or dinner.
Yeah, it tasted good. I got some on my mask. I was gonna say that, but it sounded kind of corny. But see, I got some.
Oh, did you got a little green
got,
on?
got
Okay.
a little green on the
All
mask
right.
there. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Put it a boom. All right, who's next?
We will have Wanda Massengale and 5-month-old King
King.
with us.
All right.
Be right back.